In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to use Zapier with Google Drive. We'll walk through setting up an automated workflow, or Zap, to seamlessly connect these two powerful tools, making your digital life just a bit easier. So grab your digital notebooks and let's get started. First things first, head over to the Zapier homepage. If you haven't already, you'll need to create an account or sign in. Once you're on the homepage, you might notice a variety of options, but our focus today is on automated workflows, known as Zaps. Go ahead and click on Automated Workflows to begin. Next, let's move on to setting up the trigger. This is basically what sparks the whole automation process. Click on Trigger. Now in the search bar, type Drive. This will allow us to find Google Drive and select it as the application where our trigger will be based. After selecting Google Drive, you'll be prompted to choose an event that acts as your trigger. The event chosen here is the key component because it tells Zapier when to start listening and what action should initiate the workflow. Simply click on Choose an Event and then select Any. Now that we've set our basic trigger conditions, we need to ensure our account with Google Drive is linked to Zapier. Click on Connect Google Drive and follow the prompt to sign in to your Google account. Make sure you choose the Google account associated with the files or folders you want to automate tasks with. Once your Google Drive account is linked, it's important to allow Zapier access by clicking on Continue on the permissions screen. This step grants Zapier the ability to interact with your Google Drive documents whenever the conditions of your trigger are met. Now it's time to test the configuration. Click on Configure. This step ensures our automation works smoothly with the specific settings and data sources we've selected. Clicking on Choose Value will enable you to select My Google Drive, ensuring our newly created Zap uses the right Google Drive instance. After confirming the values, click Continue. This step acts as a safeguard, verifying the setup is correct. Finally, we get to the fun part, testing. Click on Test Trigger. This will simulate your Zap being activated by the trigger condition, allowing you to see if everything is functioning as expected. If your test trigger is successful, you're all set to start automating. You've just learned how to set up a basic Zap connecting Zapier and Google Drive. With this newfound capability, you can experiment further, creating more complex and helpful automations. Remember, automation is about making technology work for you, so keep exploring other possibilities within Zapier and Google Drive to optimize your workflow. Thanks for watching and happy zapping.